Hey guys, what's up? It's David here. Welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. So, I was not actually planning to make this video, but you guys asked for it a lot. So, I held a poll on my community tab asking what you guys want to see in my next video because I have a lot of video ideas and I'm only human. I only can do one video at a time. So, since I was under a lot of stress thinking of all these videos that I had to do, I asked you guys what you guys wanted to see me make first. So, I did the extended trailer because that won by 50%, so I made that. But I have a little bit of extra time, so I decided to choose the second place. And that turned out to be the Booster Customization Pass, which I detailed a little bit in my Mario Kart 8 Deluxe DLC Booster Pass discussion or predictions. So, you guys want to see more info about the Booster Customization Pass, so I'm here to provide it. So, this is a video similar to the original predictions video, and I'm sort of going to go over what the Booster Customization Pass is and what I decided to do for it. And I made a lot of changes, UI, and just a lot of stuff. So, without further ado, let's get started with the video. So, first things first, let's go over what I had in my Booster Course Pack DLC discussion video, just because I want to give you guys fresh look at what I did, and I also forgot to include some things, so let's just go over that quickly just as a refresher. Okay, so here's how the Booster Pass works. Basically, in each cup, you get a character, tire, kart, and glider for each cup, spanning upon all the waves, so there are basically 12 karts, tires, gliders, and characters you can get from all of this. And I mainly included original stuff from Tour, but I altered some of them. Some of them may be different here and there, but mainly they're all original items and designs from Mario Kart Tour. But for the most part, I redid everything that I predicted here. That was considered a beta for the concept, and this is the final thing. So, I'm going to go over in detail every little thing that I created and how it's going to work and how everything is going to play out. So, without further ado, let's go. Okay, first things first is the roster. So, looking at this image, you will know, first thing off, this does not look right. And you would be right. I completely redesigned the roster, kart, and glider UI for the game. I didn't actually make mock-ups for the kart and glider and alternate costumes, but I did it for the characters mainly because I just did not like how it was organized in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Therefore, I took it upon myself to reorganize everything. And plus, you're adding new characters, you might as well put them in the right slots. So what I did was I moved around most of the characters so they would look right in the roster, and it was just a little more organized. So in the first row, we've got Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, Rosalina, and Pauline. Now, the new character from the first row is obviously Pauline, and I think she'll be a heavyweight similar to Waluigi and Rosalina. Well, I think I don't know what they call them, but they're different. They're not heavyweight, but they're skinny. So that's what I think Pauline will fit under. So in the first row, we've got 4 medium weights and 4 heavyweights. And for second row, we've got Yoshi, Birdo, Toad, Toadette, Gold Mario, Pink Gold Peach, Tanuki Mario, and Cat Peach. Now, Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, Gold Mario, and Pink Gold Peach were also moved around entirely. The Tanuki Mario and Cat Peach were originally on row 1, but I moved them down to row 2, and Pink Gold Peach and Gold Mario were originally on row 3, but I moved them up to row 2 just for consistency's sake and to make it look a lot cleaner. For the second row, Birdo's the newcomer, and honestly, it's Birdo. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that. For row 3, I decided to include Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Wario, Baby Peach, Baby Daisy, Baby Rosalina, Nabbit, and Shy Guy. Now, we've got Nabbit as the newcomer in this row. I sort of moved him up because I needed 2 more slots there, and there weren't any more, like, good guys that I could put there other than the Kongs and Nabbit. So, like, I really had to just improvise there. For the third row is the basic enemies plus the Kongs. So we've got Koopa Troopa, Drybones, Monty Mole, Hammer Bro, Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, and Dixie Kong. Now the new ones on this row is Monty Mole, Hammer Bro, Diddy Kong, Funky Kong, and Dixie Kong. Now these are all characters from Mario Kart Tour that are original, and they have, most of them, half of them have been in Mario Kart before, but the other half have not. So like Monty Mole, Hammer Bro, Dixie Kong have never been in Mario Kart before, so I think they would fit in perfectly with the other characters in the roster. For row 3, I decided to include Bowser, Dry Bowser, Kamek, King Bob-omb, King Boo, Petey Piranha, Chargin' Chuck, and Lakitu. Now, Petey Piranha, once again, is a character that is not currently in Mario Kart Tour, so that's a special case. But the others are basically the bosses, other than Lakitu, where I didn't really have anywhere else to put them. So, it's mainly the bosses and the heavier weight enemies, so that's why I separated the lighter weight enemies from the heavyweight enemies. So, for row 5, I think that's row 5, or 6. Wait, I do not know how to count. 6. It's basically just the Koopalings: Bowser Jr., Larry, Wendy, Roy, Iggy, Lemmy, Ludwig, and Morton. The reason I moved Bowser Jr. down is because we're adding another row on the side there, and it would not look right if Bowser Jr. wasn't placed there. Like, any other character wouldn't look right with the other Koopalings, so I moved Bowser Jr. down there as well. Now, for the final row, it gets really wonky. So what I did was, I thought it was very unusual how they separated Inkling Boy and Inkling Girl, and Villager Boy and Villager Girl, but they have a Link and Breath of the Wild Link as the same character. That makes zero sense, especially since the villagers were in one slot in Mario Kart 8. So I decided to move them together, merge them together, and add a little random button there, because there is no random button, and I think there needs to be, because I like playing random characters. So I know it looks sort of off with the 2 empty spaces on the end there, but there is a reason for that, and that's just because I wanted to make it look more clean. And that's why I mainly organized it the way I did, because it needs to look a lot more clean than it does right now. Right now, it looks like just a bunch of characters jumbled together. Like, there's hardly any organization or any kind of flair to it. It just looks like a bunch of images placed together. Meanwhile, it separates them into weight classes and their representation in the series. And so that's why I included how these look the way they do. So since I decided to add some new characters, I might as well add some new colors to the characters as well as some new battle maps, because quite frankly, we need new battle stages as well. Like, they dabbled with it in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's DLC, or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, with the new battle mode, but there just aren't enough, so I decided to add some more as well. So, for Yoshi and Shy Guy, we have the basic Yoshi and Shy Guy colors, but I upscaled them and used different renders for them from the ones from Mario Kart Tour instead. But for Toad and Birdo, I actually added new colors. So for Toad, we don't have any colors yet. But instead of just adding random Toad colors, I decided to use Pit Crew Toad colors. So these are the ones actually found in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I used the colors from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where they're on the sidelines. So I included light blue, red, purple, yellow, green, blue, pink, and orange. And yes, orange is not actually a color of Pit Crew Toad on the sidelines. But for some reason, they have 2 yellow Pit Crew Toads, one for Bowser and one for Wario, but I do not know why they didn't choose a different color for Bowser or Wario, and they have 2 yellows, so I decided to just make it orange instead, because honestly, you need another color other than yellow, so I decided to make orange, just to make it more fitting, and make it look a lot neater in the game. So I decided to include the Pit Crew Toad colors because they just look more different, and plus they're more unique than just regular Toads. Like, Toads are just generic. You don't want just generic Toads. You want to have, like, different abilities for these Toads. So, like, you want to have them more look different. Like, the Yoshis and Shy Guys, their whole body changes, but with the different colored Toads, they just have little spots on them change, and it just doesn't fully look like different colors. It just looks like, oh, it's a different Toad. But with these Pit Crew Toads, I think they look much different. And I think that's why they decided to do that in Mario Kart Tour as well. As for Birdo, this actually was very difficult to do because you have very little source material for the different color Birdos. So in Tour, right now we have Birdo, Light Blue Birdo, Black Birdo, Yellow Birdo, and Dark Blue Birdo. That leaves red, white, green, and orange out of the mix. But in Mario Strikers for the Wii, you can actually see all these color Birdos in the background, which is where they got all these colors from Tour. So there's a reason why they chose the colors for Blue Birdo and Black Birdo and Yellow Birdo and Light Blue Birdo. It's because they are the ones in the background in Mario Strikers, and those are the color schemes that they have. So I did some little research, and I decided to mock up what a red, white, green, and orange Birdos would look like in game, and I think they turned out really, really well. And I would love to see some of these Birdo colors come into Mario Kart Tour. I believe the white one is going to be next in the Yoshi Tour 2022 or whatever. But moving on from that, we've got battle maps, and lots of them. So for the battle courses, we have 15 battle courses total right now, or that I added. So originally we had SNES Battle Course 1, Woohoo Town from 3DS, Luigi's Mansion from GameCube, Mario Kart Battle Stadium, Sweet Sweet Kingdom, Lunar Colony, Inkopolis Square, Dragon Driftway, Battle Stadium, and that's basically it. We need more. So what I decided to do was I decided to include some retros and nitros as well. So for the retros, I decided to add Funky Stadium from Wii, Block Fort from N64, Haunted Mansion from DS, and Battle Course 2 from GBA. Now, if you don't see the pattern, I'm just going to tell you right now, there's one battle course from every Mario Kart game included. So you've got SNES from Battle Course 1, GBA Battle Course 2, from Double Dash, you've got Luigi's Mansion, from N64, you've got Block Fort, from Wii, you've got Funky Stadium, from DS, you got Haunted Mansion, from 3DS, you've got Woohoo Town, and that's every single Mario Kart in existence. So you have a battle stadium from every single one of them as a nitro. And then for the new, as a retro. And for the new nitros, I decided to include Woody Woods, or Wild Woods, as a new kind of a battle stadium that they could base off of a track. A Nintendo Switch. They used to do this with like the GameCube and the DS. And I don't know why they stopped doing that, but it would be really cool to see like a Switch one. And then probably the best one, New Donk City. Now, New Donk City is a must-have. We need to have a battle course based on New Donk City. It is literally the best idea I think I've ever come up with. I think New Donk City is a perfect battle map, and you could like drive around the little town square sort of, and it just even in Odyssey, it's a perfect layout for a battle map. I honestly can't see it not being added as DLC if they're going to add battle maps. For the karts, tires, and gliders, I decided to include a lot. So for the karts, we've got the ones that are already in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but I added 13 more. I added the Bolt Buggy, Lime Coupe, the Zoom Broom, the Taxi, the Wild Wing, Rambi Runner, Turbo Birdo, Cheap Snorkel, Cactex, Splinter, Dozer Dasher, Clanky Kart, and the Surf Sail. So these are all original karts in Tour, except for some that were in other games like the Bolt Buggy, Rambi Rider, Wild Wing, Turbo Birdo, Cactex, and Splinter. So these were all in previous Mario Kart games, but I think these would be really cool to have back. So that's why I decided to include them. And some of them would change color depending on the character you're using, such as the T-Coupe, the Zoom Broom, the Taxi, the Wild Wing, the Turbo Birdo, the Cheap Snorkel, the Cactex, the Splinter, and Surf Sail. I also think they're going to do this for other karts as well that haven't had this treatment, such as the B-Dasher, the P-Wing, the Prancer, the Badwagon, Circuit Special, which is actually already in there, the Sports Coupe, and I think some of the bikes as well, such as the Turbo Yoshi, if that's what they call it. I'm not sure what they call it in-game, but that's what I'm going to call it. So I think they will start adding some new color variations to them depending on the character you're using as well. For the tires, I decided to include the rainbow tires, the screw tires, mushroom tires, Yoshi tires, pink wood tires, the Wii standard tires, the magic tires, the iron tires, the lemon tires, the wooden tires, the purple sponge tires, the orange classic tires, the cactus tires, and yeah. So those are some pretty cool new tire designs. I really like them. Most of them are original from tours. Some of them I just made recolors of, but that's what I decided to do for the tires. For the gliders, I decided to include the cat parafoil, the cheap masks, the oil paper, the wingtip, heart balloons, manta glider, the crane, the wing glider, butterfly wings, the ribbon, the great sail, ship's wheel, and star chute. Now these are basically givens. They fit perfectly. I don't see them not adding them. Honestly, like they're original and they need to be added into the game. Now let's go back to this segment for a bit because this is a very special bit. The alternate colors and new battle maps. So these will not be included in any of the packs. So you might be asking, well then where are they going to be implemented in? And my answer to that question is something you guys will probably not like. In the Mario Kart 8 DLC, there were 2 packs you could purchase. The pack 1 had Tanuki Mario, Cat Peach, Link, and some other vehicles and gliders and courses. Pack 2 had Villager, Boy and Girl, Dry Bowser, and Isabelle, as well as some carts, gliders, and courses, in addition to the characters. But if you bought both of them, you would get exclusive availability to use different colored Yoshis and Shy Guys. And that was the only way you could use them if you bought both. You couldn't buy them separately. You couldn't buy one and get both of them. You had to buy both of them together. And that's how you got the Yoshis and Shy Guys. Now, I think in order to get access to this exclusive content, you will have to buy both Course Expansion Pass and Customization Booster Pass. I know it pisses a lot of people off because you're having to put more money in to buy locked content, but honestly, it's a bonus. You don't have to get it. It's like, you don't have to. No one's forcing you to do anything. But for me, I would obviously buy it because I love these kind of things. Like, I love to get the different colors and stuff. Like, it's fun. But I think Nintendo would do this kind of thing for the Booster Course and Booster Customization Pass if Booster Customization Pass becomes a thing. I highly doubt it will happen, but I think there will be some form of character cart, glider, and tire DLC, but I don't know where they would implement it and how they would implement it. I would obviously think that you would have to buy both character and course and customization booster packs in order to get access to the battle stages and color variations, but I don't know how they would all implement it together. I think that the booster customization pass will retail for $30 instead of $25 because you're also getting an extra character cart, tire, and glider because I included 13 because I needed the roster to be even with my OCD. So I included Baby Wario, Dozer Dasher, Orange Classic tires, and the Wings glider. I think it'll all retail for $30 because you're getting that extra content as well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this kind of concept video I made. This was a really long and extensive project to make, and I love how it turned out. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make some more kind of concept content. I really had a lot of fun making this, and I'm glad you guys really liked it. So thank you guys so much. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by my 18th birthday, which is in 8 months. So help me get there, please. We're at 710 right now, which is insane. And I love you guys so much. Take care. Bye-bye.